by-election. What happened there, Babasimukonde, with the Chawama by-election? I mean, you are on the ground. And viewers, welcome to Bantu TV live here as we wait on our brother Namanda. What happened in Chawama?
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. I think for me, what I can say, based on my own analysis
Uh-huh.
and understanding and looking at the way things was, especially where Chawama is concerned. I think as UPND came, I think we came out second. I think for me, we did well. For me, I can say it was a must a win. I think we are in a democracy. As democracy, we lose, then we win. That's why it means democracy. And looking at how Shawama was, if we go back in history, I think it should be in 2011. I think
Mm.
the MP that won it was Edgar Lungu, and is a resident of Chawama. All the businesses is in Chawama, so it's like is well known in Chawama. Is well known in Chawama. A lot of things was happening. It's well known because I think I remember by then I was in Chawama. Yeah, I think I had a friend who was working to the shop of Edgar Lungu, and the mother was working to the house of the former head of state by then when he
Mm-hmm.
was MP. So everything it was in Chawama, it was well known. So now we own in 2011, and then from there now he won the presidential by-election, he became president. So now looking at the popularities, so MP to the president, and then the daughter came in, took over. Yeah. So for the UPND or in any other political party to win the Chawama, it was very, very difficult. So for me, what I can say to come out second and looking at the difference, I think we did our best. I think that is what I can say. It's a commendable job to those teams who were there. That is what I can say. So those are just my own analysis, looking at the history. So and then also, I think I read something. I think when you go back in history, I think that is the first seat for FDD. Yes, FDD. Then I think maybe it came to the UPND. I mean to the PF. So yeah, that is what I can say. And then I don't know the candidate that we picked. I don't know if he was a resident for Chawama, but I wish maybe we picked the same candidate that who stood last time when we had the election 2021. It should be Potiphar Tembo. I think maybe would have maybe have some a difference in terms of the votes. Thank you.
So why wasn't he picked? What was the rationale? And I think also the fact is, if you remember, they picked on this. What's the other guy's gentleman? And then only for them to make a U-turn and say no, he didn't have he was not registered to vote in Chawama, and then they settled on Mr. Munda. I mean, all those mistakes. I mean, what does that tell the voters out there? How can you, as a ruling party, make such mistakes?
Yeah, I think I don't know because I think if I remember very well, we lost Chawama and also we lost Zit Petauke Centro. So I don't know when it comes for picking a candidate, the criteria that they are using. But I think most of the time, I think those people who pick, if they can go down on the ground to really find out who is the suitable candidate
Mm-hmm.
for this, maybe if it's election or by-election or general elections.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think for Petauke Central, I was on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And I could hear what people they are saying on the ground. So for Chawama, maybe should be some signs which was showing to say, I think if really maybe would have convinced the candidate that stood for FDD, or the one that we who stood in 2021 would have won that seat, including the Petauke Central. So
Oh.
if they can have those people really on the ground, because the people on the ground they talk, they
Mhm.
speak. No,
Mhm.
this is the candidate. This I think we want this. They give those reasons,
Right.
and definitely when the result comes, it's exactly what those voters on the ground what they are saying, and the candidate that they want.
Mhm.
You know, the election for in Zambia, uh, it's not really voting because there's certain places, especially, uh, I think maybe give example for the Petauke Central. It's more
Mhm.
rural, and very few I really understand when we say a development. People they come to say want to vote for someone that they know, they even know where that person stays. If for
Mhm.
example I have a problem, people they can rush to say we are going to ask for for help at so hours. But if that person is not staying within that same constituents or the same town, it becomes very difficult.
Mhm.
They say, we don't know this person. If you have a problem, where are you going to rush to? So people they still believe to say we are voting someone who can help us if you have a problem. That is what
Mhm.
people they pick. Not based on to say no, we've achieved this. Yes, those in urban, yes, they understand, but in rural, it's a really bit different. They want someone that they know, the same person that they
Right.
stay with. Yes.
Okay, great. Well, let's welcome Mr. Passmore Mudundulu, if I hope I got that correct. Just bear with me if I butchered your last name, Mr. Passmore. We're waiting on the brother man himself, Namanda, to come up on here and lead us into what I call a national celebration of the Zambia's political suspension under the UPN and D government in the last 4 years. And maybe go back a little bit to the time when the PF was also under control. So we need to make the contrast as we move on to the next election, which is under I would say 9 months now. We are in January, clocking into February. So, Mr. Passmore, welcome to the podcast, and
Thank you. Thank you.
please let us know where you are joining us from. And there is Brother Namanda calling.
I'm
So
calling.
go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm
Speak on
joining
it.
you from the state of Nebraska in the US.
Oh, thank you. Just hold on a
Mm-hmm.
minute. Just keep on talking.
Okay. Well, that's all I can say. I'm calling from Lincoln, Nebraska in the
Uh
US.
huh.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're joining in. We're talking Zambian politics,
Okay.
and we started off with the happenings in Chawama. I'm pretty sure you've been following. I mean, I know that all of us in the diaspora we follow Zambian,
Right.
politics whether we like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, what did you get out of the UPND's loss in Chawama from your point of view?
You want me to answer that?
Yes, absolutely.
Um, you see, sometimes the state related uh, constituencies are kind of like thick, and the Tawama, for example, looking at who held it,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was like the guy who came in to take it away. It was, well, people were looking for whoever was not UPND,
Mm-hmm.
and then they went for that. Otherwise, I think it was based on the history of who was there.
Really,
Mhm.
really.
To an
Okay,
extent, yes.
that
Hmm.
that's a nice. I think we dropped the ball. I mean, I'm just saying the UPND dropped the ball because, like Mr. Simukonda was saying,
Mm.
why didn't we pick on Potiphar Temple? Because he was. I understand the guy lives in Chawama. Those
Hmm.
people want somebody who is a local, somebody they can drink chibuku with, or mosi with, or share and shima with. but we went in and brought in an outsider. So what happened there? Why didn't we pick on a local person? And then also they picked on a younger man, which I mean I'm all for younger people, but only to find out that the man wasn't even registered to vote in Chawam. That's mistake number two. And then quickly on that, then you withdraw and then bring somebody on. It just looked like the party wasn't prepared or was not organized. You and I live in these areas. You make fumbles like that. I mean, you're looked as if you're not prepared. You're not organized. And I'm pretty sure that's what those people in Chawama, thought, and just said, no, these people. I mean, they're in power. What are they doing? So
You see the point that people will go for someone they know. The UPND guy was a guy they knew around there, but he didn't win.
Really?
He was staying there in Chawama. I think I heard him boasting about he makes millions, he helps people and all that. But they didn't still vote for him.
That's a problem. You don't go there and say I make millions. That's a mistake. You have to go there with with your tail tucked behind your knees. You can't go there in Chawama when they barely can afford a meal, and you can't go there and tell them I make millions. You think they're going to vote for you, Mr. Oh, come on, Mr. Passmo. Let's just be serious here. I can't go to Chawama and say, I make millions. Vote for me.
So that's what the guy was saying, but they didn't still vote for him.
Yeah, see, that's why they didn't, and that's a mistake. So whoever was propping him made a mistake right there. You can't go in there and say I make a million. You see, the other one, the FGT guy was out there cooking shima, washing clothes. That's what they are familiar with. You can't go in that area and say, no, in Nakwerandeke. I Kwerandeke all the time. Vote for me. They don't even look, they don't even know the inside of Ndeke. All they know is they see the thing that flies on in the air. I mean, that's a mistake. But isn't that a mistake?
Yeah, I think that is a very big mistake, maybe to say. Yeah, because the first thing, I think, before maybe picking a candidate, first of all, you have to study the area. When it's time for voting, this area that maybe we are picking a candidate, what type of people are these? That's why I was saying you have to differentiate rural, urban, and in terms of the way education level is. When you understand, there are certain areas where they say that yes, you can take everything that you can take there, everything you are given. For example, there's social cash transfer, cash for work, and other things. You see there, people they are able to see. But when it comes to pick, other people they say, to pick the people that stays here, we know even where the parents stays. So this person will not leave us. Those are the things that comes out from the ground. That's why I was giving examples for Petauke Central. This is what on the ground. Yes, everything was given. People, when UPND team came for the campaign, they will go there. But after that, what they are saying, to say that person, that candidate, we don't know him. We even don't know where the parents are. So that one, yes, we know where the parents stays. So if we have anything problem, we know we are going to find this person. People, some people, they like, for example, if you have a problem, issues, for example, issues of funeral, someone will be able to release maybe even a vehicle or maybe to buy a coffin, they'll go there. Maybe someone issues of school fees, they will go and declare. That is what people, other areas believe in. Not really to say, yes, there's this development there. Yes, in urban, those, according to the education, they understand. But certain areas, this is what they go for. So maybe picking for that, I think maybe I think we made a mistake when it comes for picking. And then there was a first election, then later on we changed. Then I think we didn't do our work very well when it comes for candidate selections.
That makes sense to me. But you also okay, Mr. Passmore wants to come in. I can see the smile.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
think
in, Mr. Passmore.
for Chawama really that was it was like a protest vote.
Mm-hmm.
It's based on background.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's interesting. We want to see what people vote for now in August.
Mm-hmm. So
You know,
what? So why were they protesting in Chawama? Maybe before you
So
answer that, let me bring in. Oh, Brother Namanda! Yes, finally, I think we finally get Brother Namanda in the house. Hopefully, his network is okay. As he tries to come in. Oh, there he is, Brother Namanda. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I know you've had some challenges over there. So, but welcome to the show, Brother Namanda. I think you are muted, Brother Namanda. Oh, you can. Yeah, you just need to unmute yourself, Mr. Brother Namanda. I think he's there. He is. Let me see if I can try to unmute him. Cause can you hear us, Brother Namanda? Go ahead and mute yourself. There's a little microphone on the side of your profile. Just click on it. It should be able to unmute you. Yeah, there you go. Do you see what I'm talking about? The small little microphone by the side of your profile. Maybe as we wait on Brother Namanda to get his logistics together, how about we welcome my lovely husband, the one and only, the most handsome outside. I think he's back. Are you back in Puerto Rico, dog?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm on the
Oh,
beach. I'm on
great.
the beach right now.
Oh, please don't. And for you today, I forbid you to talk about any sports.
Hmm.
Keep your together. And maybe before you come in, we have also Batulufia. If there he is. Welcome, Batulufia. And I know you and I are broken. We are broken today, but we're not going to talk about it.
I know. Thank you very much, my sister. Yeah, yeah. It's a sad
The
moment.
sad state of
Losing at home is not a good thing. But in any case, we're still top of the league, so we're still
doesn't
Okay,
good.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't
okay,
matter. It
okay.
doesn't
We're still
matter.
good.
It
We're
doesn't.
still good. We're still.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah, it doesn't matter. So
Okay.
anyway, I guess we saw Brother Namanda there. I don't know what's wrong with his network, so hopefully you'll get back on us. But yeah, we were Mr. Passmore is just letting us know, schooling us on the loss in Tawama. He seems to think that. Go ahead, Mr. Passmore, before I stop your discussion. Go ahead.
yeah. What I was saying is, this Chawama one is based on the background of the constituency itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was that lady who was there called Tasila, and so the old man was a resident of Chawama, the father to Tasila. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I've worked with guys who used to be with him in Chawama and all that. So to have a mindset suddenly change, like to begin to recognize UPND as a party to vote for at
Mm-hmm.
this time, I think it didn't make sense. And then also, I think our strategy may have been weak. We started late to see what really can work.
Mm-hmm.
We just went on using the traditional way we have always campaigned. Certain places where you need to campaign, you need to plan a strategy. What really works in this particular place? What can work in this
Mm-hmm.
particular place? So I think
Mm-hmm.
we had a failure on that part. By the time we realized to bring in these Karimanshi, whatever, it was at a late hour.
I mean, yeah, you you bring in a very valid point. Was it even necessary to bring in Kalimanshi over there? I just think that you're giving people, you're reminding them of the violence that the Zambians came through. Wasn't that necessary? Anyway, let me allow Doc, uh, at the beach in somewhere in Puerto Rico to speak
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, the bringing in of Kalimanshi was not a good strategy. I know that maybe Kalimanshi marketed himself very well to us. I remember somebody announcing that he has come along with 3,000 other people when they were introducing him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Kalimanshi came with 3,000 votes. I don't think so. He just overrated himself, and we bought into that idea of him bringing some votes. Chawam, as my brother here said, I think we started late in our campaign, knowing that it was our weak zone. It wasn't our strong area, so to speak. The PF is very, very strong in Chawama. And then the candidate they fielded, as I said last time, the candidate they fielded was a very, very strong candidate.
Mm-hmm.
This is the candidate that was only not fielded because of Lungu and Dasila, because otherwise, I remember Sata told him not to stand at that time to give way to Lungu, and he rewarded him by appointing him as a PS. So this is the guy who is the favorite to Chawama residents in the first place. But he wasn't just standing there because of the Lungu family. So they had a very, very strong candidate there. And for us, we really didn't start things on a right foot, in the sense that we chose somebody we didn't know that wasn't even a voter in Zambia in the first place, and only to go realize when we were filing in that the guy was not on the voters register. He was not a registered voter. So it was something that just a red flag in the first place, to say our nomination process was not thorough. How can you choose somebody who is not a voter in the first place? You didn't veto, you didn't go through the processes of knowing who you are adopting in the first place. So yeah, that was a weakness. But otherwise, we didn't need Kalimanshi. And this thing of buying him a vehicle and all that should really be addressed. Otherwise, I know a lot of our members are very, very mad about it.
Oh, did
Somebody should
somebody buy him a vehicle? I didn't know that.
somebody should clear the air. But somebody saying it was just a campaign vehicle, it wasn't his vehicle. But somebody should talk about it, because a lot of UPND members right now, they are very, very annoyed about it. Somebody should
Mhm.
come and explain exactly what happened, because this is really discouraging our members, in the sense that there are members that were really working hard on the ground, and here comes a former criminal. You just go and buy him this very expensive vehicle and give him. It's really not good for our membership. Somebody should come and calm down the situation. I know there are people in a certain constituency, which I know, that have said, I will not vote for my party now. I'm done. Nobody recognizes me because of Kalimanshi. So our party secretary general should come on the open, or in the meetings of our party somewhere, to clear the air. The Kalimanshi saga has discouraged some members on the ground. Thank you.
Oh, great. Well, can I just put it on record? You can see me. Yeah, you read my lips. I think the Secretary General is long past his, shelf. I should say, as a party. That's all I'm saying on that. It's long past his shelf. I think we need new people that will propel this party to where it needs to be, because 2026 is a different ballgame. We are not coming in as from behind. We should be leading in the front, and as such, we should be the people who should set, the ball rolling in as far as elections are concerned. That's just my two take. Don't come for me, but yeah, I'll put my lips where it matters. I think, in short, uh, Mr. Who? What's his name again? Batuka Imenda, whatever he calls himself.
Yeah,
Yeah, the man is tired. He needs to
yeah.
retire and go to the village and
To
uh,
me, it's both the secretary general and this deputy. They are both not good. they don't represent the party very well.
Right. But look here. I know with your broken heart, you may have a thing or two to say about the happenings in Chawama. I'm still waiting on Brother Namanda. Brother Namanda is telling me that there's heavy downpour. But if maybe
Well,
that's
on the issue of Chawama, I think maybe we were forgetting one thing. Who's our the person responsible for politics? Isn't it our big man? What's his name again? I think we need to look at that. Yeah, man, the name is gone even. Who's in charge of politics with the UPND party? It's no, not Jack Mimbo. The one who was recently
Gary.
You mean
Gary
Gary
Kombo.
Kombo?
Yes,
Yeah. Okay, go
yes.
ahead.
Okay, so thank you for reminding me. So Gary Kombo,
Elections,
Elections.
Yeah.
yes.
not politics.
Oh, there goes
Well,
Mr. Himwan.
so it falls into the under. So elections. These were
Yes.
elections. So it falls in the same umbrella because if he's in charge of elections, he needs to make sure that the candidates, are well vetted way before elections. By the time the elections come in, we know that this is a strong candidate for us. But we fumbled because one, we had a candidate,
Mhm.
and then suddenly we changed, said no, not this candidate. Then we brought in another candidate that messed up people's mind and psyche because they're like, okay, fine. They start rallying under one person, and then all of a sudden you go to the people again and say, no, not this person, this person. You can imagine the confusion there. So there we showed a little bit of unprofessionalism in terms of how we do politics. This is not our first barbecue. We
Mhm.
should have had our all our chips in order.
Mhm.
But that being said, I think at this point, the big man Wagari Kombo, I don't think is really into the mood of politicking or looking into these things after that dismissal.
No. Can I
So,
chip in?
let me just finish my point. You can go in later on, but let me just
Okay.
finish my point. So I think we need to start looking for somebody else to replace Wagari Kombo, because I don't think he has that passion anymore. That passion that we used to see when he used to stand up against the ACZ and say, this is wrong, these numbers are not right, this is this. Remember that Gary Kombo? I don't see it anymore. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't see that passionate Gary Kombo anymore. I don't see it. So we need another individual that's gonna, carry the torch. He's just start mentoring new people to carry that torch where they can go and challenge ECZ if there's anything wrong, or they can go and verify certain things. Somebody who's hands-on, like the way he was during the elections. Thank you.
Can I chip in now?
Go ahead.
You Gary, even on the local scene, is still popular. The only thing which happened with the Chawama seat which made me think otherwise was when they were getting their first candidate who they wanted to stand on UPND ticket. They didn't do their due diligence. They didn't do their homework, only to discover that he was not appearing on the voters' roll. That was a bad job, because they were supposed to vet. They were supposed to do their homework. Screen.
Exactly. Mhm.
Who is this one? Is he maybe appearing on the register was just, maybe it came late in their minds. Because sometimes when someone has been chosen as a candidate, you follow what the people want. The majority is always right. But in this time, the majority was wrong, because the law said that the candidate must appear on the voters' roll. See, what people wanted is not what the law required. So for that one, maybe we can't blame Gary. Gary is very much on the ground, even in his Mazabuka constituency. He still talks, people still want him. Yes. And it's one of the constituencies that is earmarked to be cut into two, delimited. Maybe he will still stand a chance. And if anything, he is one guy who still has courage to speak his mind.
All right, everybody. Brother Namanda is here. Hold your horses. The man, the enigma, is here. Hopefully, we can hear him. So, Brother Namanda, do you hear us? I mean, I can see you. Hello, Brother Namanda.
Yes, I'm getting you now.
Oh, brilliant! Oh, we love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. So maybe before you go any further, for anybody, because this podcast, who is it now? Is it me? Okay. Anybody hearing that background noise? Because I can't hear. Hello.
Yeah. Everybody just mute yourselves and then let's see.
Yeah.
Everybody just mute yourselves.
Mute yourself. Mute yourselves. Okay. Now, there we go. Brother Namanda. Oh God. His network is horrible. He's using Zamtel. Which is the horrible network now? Airtel in Zambia. Konda maybe can direct us. Which one has a horrible network right this minute?
If.
Oh my God. All right, Mr. Himwami. I think I've never heard of that network. But yeah, go ahead as we are waiting on Brother Namanda to get himself situated. Go ahead. Mr. Mash.
Yes, you didn't tell me the subject that you were discussing just now.
We were going to talk about the political dispensation on the Zambian landscape since the UPNDs, because I wanted Mr. Brother Namanda to give us a background to where we come from and where we are going and where we are right now. That's
okay.
Where
we are going.
Yes.
Where we are going.
Don't go there yet. Let's finish on Chawama, then we can proceed.
Chawama.
Are you done?
In fact, okay.
Who was it?
Yeah, I have something that maybe I want to add on. Maybe before, I don't know if I can come.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Again, another thing I think maybe what we have to look on, especially as UPND, we need to have a machinery. I think as you can see, the opposition is just that they are not organized. They have a propaganda machinery, which when they come out, people, they tend to listen to them. But as we don't have a machinery to counteract what the opposition is trying to feed the people. So we need those people. For example, I don't know what is Mr. Movita now. Mr. Now, he can articulate issues, try to convince people, even if things is not okay, but we have to bring someone who's going to convince people and believe to say yes. Because very few, yes, we have to understand the people of Zambia. It's not everyone who reads. It's not everyone who reads, but other people, they believe when someone comes and feeds. There are a lot of propaganda which is going on, and the people, they tend to believe. But when you just listen to say, I think people, they are just I think they have fed, they have received the wrong information. We need someone like Tayari. And on the part of
you need somebody like the brother we are trying to bring on right now, Namanda.
Yes. Yes, and then on the part of the part of SG, I don't know if we have to bring someone who's vibrant.
Exactly.
So that when he comes, even the opposition should shiver to say he's going to counter whatever comes out, but you hear something will come out, but on our part is just quiet. So we need those people, especially on the ground, and then you have to categorize those who can articulate issues intellectual, and those who can convince people, those who, for example, say this, who can go maybe in rural areas, try to convince people. So you need to start categorizing those individuals. Otherwise, the opposition, they have a bad propaganda which is feeding the people. Thank you.
Great.
I
And
agree.
also,
I agree with you, but we don't need Tayari. I agree with you with everything else, but on Tayari we don't need Tayari. Seriously, we don't need Tayari.
No.
Tayari is a cancer to Zambian politics.
Yeah.
Today, you give him money today, he will stand with you. Tomorrow, if you don't give him money, he will go to the next person that's going to give him money. So we do not need people like that. We need people who are really interested and people who are really, soldiering on the UPND policies and really doing it from their heart, not because they want to be paid. And it Tayari goes there, he says himself, "Nalaleko kanchu kumi support tatamule ndipira." You see what I'm saying? Okay. Shamelessly, you can even say that on live TV. And then you say these are the people we want. Me, I don't understand why us UPND members I would rather take their 1 hour time of the and go and listen to Tayari, who is not even a genuine UPND member, when there
exactly.
are other people who are out there that are preaching the same message, who are genuine UPND. You don't even want to go and listen to that. Because why? You want people who are controversial, people who are insulting, people who are doing this. Like, I don't understand. Like, why not just support individuals that really are here to do and deliver what the UPND government is saying? Tayari will change tomorrow. Please, I've been watching Tayari's politics for years. Go back
Yes.
and look at his history. You know,
Exactly. I mean, we are all in agreement. That's why I'm saying we need people like Brother Namanda who are straight to the point and they know the history.
An addition, an addition on
Brother
Tayari.
Namanda is back. So
An
let's.
addition on Tayari before Brother
Yeah.
Namanda gets in.
Okay, go ahead. Just he's
Tayari,
having a little.
it's just a sentence. Tayari is the political turncoat.
No.
Yes,
No.
that's what I can say.
So,
You can't, if I'm to add something,
Uh-huh.
you can't go to bed with Tayari.
Oh
Come
my
on.
goodness.
Ah,
That
yes,
takes courage.
you can't go to bed
to
with
me,
Tayari.
to me, our party, we need to promote people that speak the people's language, people that mingle. Like Garin Combo, for example, is one of those that we have as an asset in our party. When he talks to the people downtown and whatever, he mixes with them, he talks to them, and they listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
But when we have our Secretary General, everyone is afraid even to come near him and all that type of thing. We that type of people do not attract membership in our party. We need people that are open and able to mingle and mingle with the general populace. Okay.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
We
Hold your
don't.
thought.
Yeah.
Hold your thought. Let's try to get to Brother Namanda. Let's test his network to see if he has a good network connection now. Brother Namanda, can you hear us? I think the noise is gone, but Brother Namanda, can you hear? Oh, God, we lost him again. All right.
Can I come in? Can I come in?
Oh, no, let the dog finish before you come in. I just
Yeah. So
go ahead,
what we
Doc.
need is to identify such type of people in our party that are able to deliver the message to our people, and people will be receptive because they speak the same language, their body language is the same as them. Same with our government spokesman. I have nothing against our government spokesman, Vamwetwa. But when Vamwetwa is giving a press conference, he's too formal in the way he presents himself. And Zambians, they want that relaxation a little bit. Okay? So we need somebody who can joke and do this and that. We don't want a press conference where from the beginning to the end is seriousness. No jokes, no nothing in there. Because people don't really link I mean, associate with such type of people.
Forgive Mr. Mwetwa. He thinks he's in a he's in a courtroom. Please
Yes,
forgive him.
that's the problem. So, and people, I've
Okay.
heard somebody says, no, I can't listen to him. I get just his message does not come. It's like it's the courtroom, so to speak. We
Okay.
need a government spokesman who is very, very jovial, even if he's
Okay.
delivering the message. That's why we
Okay.
never have people like Sata in Zambia. Those
Okay.
were the real people,
Okay.
politicians we want.
All right. So Brother Namanda is back. Let's try him on again. Brother Namanda, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your voice is needed.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening, brother. I know you've been trying a long time to try to get on here, but we appreciate you, joining us this evening, and we're able to make it happen. So maybe before you come on, I mean, most of us here, including I myself, only know you as Brother Namanda because of what we've heard, trending on the social media. Maybe give us a little background of who Brother Namanda is. Just tell us who you are. We're getting to
Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Brother Namanda is I started the school at Magoe Primary. I completed that is in Central Province, which is constituency. That's why you hear him calling every time that Brother Namanda from Kampumba. That is Kampumba Ward. It is near Guano Valley. Yes, that's the simple definition of Brother Namanda.
Oh, great. So we appreciate your background there. So maybe, I mean, we're just going to throw you into the political fray of Zambia. I mean, just when you look at where we are now to where we are going, and from where we are coming from, and all these noises on the fact that maybe the UPND hasn't delivered, the PF were the best party ever to ever exist, and the best president we had was may he so rest in peace. Did we lose him again? Was Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. I mean, as a punditry in politics. What comes to your mind? What do you think when you hear people talk about all this? On radio, social media. What's your take?
Sorry, come again.
Okay. All right. I was just asking you what your opinion is, as far as the political landscape of Zambia is now, when you compare it to where we are coming from under PF. Did you hear me? No? Is it me or the politics or the network?
The network. In my case, I've heard you and I have an answer to your question.
Brother Namanda.
It's just that my turn is not there yet.
Okay. Brother Namanda.
Hello?
Hello. We can hear you, Brother Namanda.
Hello?
So my question
Yes,
was...
now I'm getting you. What were you saying?
I was saying that as somebody who's been in Zambia, in the political circles, when you compare to where we're coming from under PL to where we are under UPND, what is your honest opinion in as far as the politics of Zambia is concerned?
Oh, wonderful. Excellent much. I think Zambian politics as that now. You cannot compare it to that of the Patriotic Front. It is very far away. In the sense that just recently, a week ago, we had a by-election in Chawama, where we never witnessed not even any single violence, not even a time of violence, not even anything, even harassment, there was nothing. But
Hey, John.
during the Patriotic Front,
Hi.
during the Patriotic Front, if it was during the PFO, many lives were going to be lost in Chawama because it was like a war zone. Politics was about violence. We could see pangas, many people were going to be killed. But this time around, under the tutelage, politics, there is sanity, especially in Zambia, no violence. We could see the opposition and the ruling party campaigning, mingling together, even sharing mineral water together in Chawama, which never used to happen during the Patriotic Front. Immediately they see you in red. Even if you are not, you are just from Airtel money, they see you in red, you are dead and buried, you are cold. Then they could kill. They could not even tolerate that. Even those who worked in banks like Zanaco, they could not even allow them to put on a raid. Even those who belong to Manchester United, immediately they see you, they will say, this one you belong to Changwa. You are gone, you are dead. By this time around, you are seeing seeing the house servers of this world going around really campaigning, soliciting votes from citizens, even gathering. So the politics this time around, you cannot compare it with that politics. It is nowhere near. Because them it was not democracy, it was dictatorship. Who has the muscle? Who knows how to wield the banger? If you wield it the best, then you carry the day. It was not about voting, but violence. So you cannot compare this democracy, which you have seen how people are posting on social media, what people are saying. They are free to insult the president, to say whatever they want to say. They are very free, but not during the Patriotic Front. Just being summoned to the police, you saw Samantha Kaunda, how they were gunned down by the policemen. It was brutal. By this time around, it is the thing of the past. So many Zambians are appreciating that politically Zambia is stable. If anything, it is on 99.9% in terms of freedom, because people have got a right of freedom of movement, freedom of association. There's nothing like you belong to this political party, you can't meet this one. You belong to this organization, you can't mingle with this one. There's nothing. It is free for all. You can join any political party of your choice. No wonder we are seeing many mushrooming political parties in Zambia. As we are speaking, there are 62 and more. They are still registered because of the democratic space, the freedom which every citizen is enjoying. They are even attracted to form political parties so that they can vie for presidency. Who can surely believe that today Antonio Manza and these others can vie for presidency? During PF, it was not conducive. For you to wake up and think of forming a political party, it was suicide. It was more like trying to take poison, because before you wake up, you take. That's it.
Well articulated, brother Namanda. But then, what do you say to people like Given Mubinda, who has come out, and said no, the political space has shrunk under UPND? What do you tell to
These are the people. One day I was telling Given Mubinda that democratic space is shrinking in Zambia because you are not beaten the way you were beaten. Remember, Given Mubinda was a man. He was roasted like a chicken. He was beaten like human business. So even in a home, my lovely sister, when you are used to fight with your husband, if you are used to fight with your husband,
to be fantastic. So the last I heard was that
yes. So when you are not
that the political space has shrunk because they have stopped being beaten. So how can you hear him? Anybody, can you hear him? Okay. What's happening?
Hello?
Okay, we hear you now.
Hello?
We can hear you now.
Are you there?
Go ahead. We lost you for a moment. Who is it, brother? Is it Brother Namanda again? Who is this one? Anyway, hopefully we can hear him back. We can pick back to him once we start hearing him. Mr. Maja, you had some. You
But
want to continue to where Brother Namanda
yes,
left? He's saying
I'm,
that.
I was a victim. I was a victim of a red shirt
Mm-hmm,
at Intercity bus terminus. I was walking from Kamwala,
mm-hmm.
crossing Intercity up to Levimo. Just when I reached around Intercity there with my red shirt for the union, teachers union, a red one. Someone just told me to say mdala mzapai wa huko. Bazamutie nani bad ndi mwa teacher but ivu teacher service hapana. Pezani njira, mwene mzazi pezera ku Levimo mcross hapa mbooking sabe taxi. And I just had to do that. Even by the time I was booking the taxi, people were chasing after me to say, angena umuombo wa shirt ya red. PF was darkness. UPND is light. Simple. PF was total darkness. Now UPND has brought light. We can see where we are going. If you can't see, then there's something wrong with your eyes. You need to put on the those glasses you're wearing. I think you are seeing red. Sure. You know what I can tell you? PF at most was a terrorist organization. You just have the panga in your hand. A panga. What is the purpose of a panga? To just have taser, to just paralyze someone. We know that a taser is supposed to be used by the police, but PF guys had those tasers. PF guys had money on the bed. Money on the bed. A bed is supposed to have a mattress and this blanket, linen. You sleep on that, not where you have someone stepping on that money and even challenges you to say, ukaponoka, landa, wala umwa. Is that the way money should be used? PF was a terrorist organization. You can't have a situation where you have Kamugodi. If you have a divergent view and you are ahead with your divergent view, you'll be told, Zakupeleka Kamugodi. Come on.
What is that Kamugodi, by the way? I mean, I heard
Kamugodi.
about it. What is it?
The Kamugodi was Siberia. You did your history, eh?
Yes, I know
It was the
Siberia.
Siberia of Russia. If you misbehaved that time, no, not Putin. There was another one. The Tsar.
The Tsar.
No, not the Tsar. There was this leader in Europe was in Russia.
What's that? Not Mussolini was Italy. I'm trying to remember my history.
Another one.
Who was in Russia? Doc, who was in Russia? Remind us. I mean, it's been a minute since I was in grade 12, eh?
Yeah, Russian president was not Putin.
Not Putin is new. The one before Putin or before that.
Previous one. He would punish his enemies.
Yeah.
When you have a divergent view, they'll just be looking at you. Okay. Who get you?
Guys, Gorbachev was a good guy.
No, not that one. That one was good, though. There was a previous one. Odd days. They'll just be looking at you. When your day comes, they get you, take you to Siberia, a very cold place. That near Kamgodi. Some people who went to Kamgodi, for your own information, never came back and were never seen.
Seriously, under PF?
Yes.
Why aren't they being investigated? Why aren't they in jail?
They have no relative. There's no complainant.
Maybe before you can't.
There's no complainant. There's no complainant.
Really?
No complainant. Some of people who were taken, maybe they're still doing
they dug a hole by Soweto Market.
Interesting.
Like
well,
underground.
Before you go on, let's bring in a new entrant here. We have, I'm reaching in Lousy Husbands. Ignatius Lurinda. Please let us know where you're joining us from. And we're here with Brother Namanda. we're talking about Zambia's, political dispensation, both under UPND and under PF. Let us know what your opinion is on that,
Mhm.
Mr. Lubinda.
Has that chance been grabbed away from me? Are you
Yes,
taking me to
let's
Kamgodi?
bring the new one, then we'll come back to you.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, we'll
not
come back to you.
okay.
Mr. Lubinda. Oh, we don't like shy lousy men. Yeah,
Well,
what's
good
wrong with
evening.
these lousy men? Eh? Go ahead. Yeah. Mr. Lubinda, can you hear me?
I'm getting you, thank you.
Okay, let's move on. Go back to Mr. Mash.
You see,
Miss Lousy.
this woman is selling fruits by the roadside.
Mm-hmm.
Had to make a living just because she is UPND. Those fruits are trampled on. The woman is beaten. PF, you tell me PF was normal? There was everything wrong about that organization. A woman just harassed for selling, earning a hard-earned living by the street, selling fruits. She's harassed. PF campaign time, turning a vehicle from UPND that is equally campaigning, just with stones. Stones. We can't. We are now in the promised land. We are out of. We are out of that. I don't know. I don't even want to mention that name. We are now in the promised land, and Moses took us away from there. Thanks be to HH. The day he said, "We shall not raise a finger. We shall not fight PF," and that once and for all, the word was taken. Others wanted, no, mtipasa kochabeka 30 minutes. Tibamenyeko. Come on. The man just said, please, vengeance is not yours. Let's live as brothers and sisters. And we've lived on like that. And PF is finding that strange because they used to use that as a way of ruling Zambians to be under fear. Now that we are free and they are also free, they have misunderstood their freedom, saying things anyhow. God forbid there's a court in the case. There's a court in case. Because of this freedom of expression, they are saying things that are not substantiated. And many of them are landing themselves in jail or in courts of law to answer to those things. With PF, we are talking about an organization that trampled on people's rights. Can you imagine that under social welfare, money meant for elderly people, PF even got children as little as 17, 18 years, enrolled them under social cash transfer. They were getting that money. The people that were eligible for that money, 70-old, 60-old people, they were not getting. Instead, young children were getting. Under PF, we had the people working for ZESCO who never even used to report for work, but they would have the salary come to their name. A parastatal. No. You see, we have to be serious. We have to be serious. People were driving ZESCO cars. They never worked for ZESCO, but they were getting a salary. In the meantime, ZESCO was telling us, no, we don't have enough money to connect new customers. We can't have a situation like that. But now under UPND, everything is right. PF, people were supplying air for payment, supplying air. How can you supply air and then you even have an invoice for air? No. We can't be like that. PF taught people to be crooked, crooks, who used to survive with the... Hello, am I there? Pakalinda, you're going to connect us. Hello.
We can hear you, Bamasha.
Okay. So, PF taught us that you can even get something without working for it. You just have to go and queue up. Someone will come with bags of money to give.
I can't hear.
PF taught us that if you go and join a queue somewhere, someone will just come and give you money. Tantamen, your job is to just be found on the queue and wait. Whatever you're waiting for is not known, but someone will just come with money. Source of that money, we don't know. Is that how people are supposed to live? Money, you have to work for it. You get it, you sweat for it, that's what is yours. Tantamen, mwalapola. No. People have to work for the money. If anything, PF didn't teach us to work hard. They made us lazy somehow, because if they had inculcated this sense of responsibility just when they came into power, okay, yes, more money in their pocket. Using what method? The more money in their pocket was not methodical as it is now. It was just a rhetoric, like saying you're going to have money. They didn't even tell us the source of that money. For those that had the hands on the government coffers, they have more money, which they're even using now to do whatever they are doing. But us who were just told more money in your pocket. How? We're not told. How many people are employed under PF in government? This time UPND over
I
45,000.
can't hear a thing.
Over 45,000 people have been employed. So that is real money in our pocket by people being employed. None, the level of employment were not as they are now. Yeah. So I yield. Hello?
Okay, sorry, I had to refresh my platform.
Mhm.
It went dead. Okay. I couldn't hear a thing. Okay. So let's piggyback to uh Mr. Luvinda. Can you hear us now?
Mhm.
Well, Luvinda, Sha. Okay, maybe it's just maybe it's given Luvinda. Who knows? But hey, dog, you've been too quiet. What are you having over there? Mimosas?
Hola,
Hola,
everybody.
hola, hola, hola.
Uh,
You comment on Mr. Maja's submission.
I didn't. I stepped out a little bit here, but what did Samaja say?
Oh, look at him!
He,
I, wa-
Look
elabo-
at him!
I went to grab a beer, you know,
he
by the
elaborated
bar.
on a lot of things.
It was just
Oh,
2 minutes.
yeah, he just told us about the Kamugodi and
Oh, the
what
Kamugodi
PF,
thing.
you know.
No, the Kamugodi thing was a little tunnel that they dug. It was like an underground office. They dug a hole underneath, and you go down there. Even if they are beating you, nobody will hear you. Okay. It was a hole by Soweto Market. They are behind Simonson Building, whatever. That's where the hole was. So that's what they were calling Kamugodi. It was like a tunnel underneath. So, but yeah, many people suffered in there. When they take you there, they'll beat you like crazy, and nobody will hear. Um, there are rumors that there are some people that lost fingers. They could chop the finger off your hands, one of your fingers. Yeah, it was really brutal, very very bad. Yeah.
I still don't understand why those people can't report those kind of activities to the police now. I still don't get it.
It was really bad. My sister, I bought her an iPhone at that time, iPhone 13, which was at that moment very very like latest, and she was going to the terminus, whatever bus terminus, going to Ndola to see my other sister. The moment she arrived there, they saw that she had this phone, and all they told her was that, "Mommy, bring that phone if you don't want to be in trouble." They grabbed the phone from her, and they told her that sit there, we're gonna bring the phone, and they disappeared just like that. So they just grabbed the phone, and she has never seen it. That was it.
Mm.
So intercity bus terminal was very, very, very bad. People were scared of passing through there. It was
Mhm.
crazy, and that's the reason why I think our president mentioned that because when villagers arrived there, they are asking for directions and what. Instead of helping them, they were victims of those guys. When somebody has arrived in Lusaka for the first time and they seem not to know where to go, they were always victims of PF cadres at the intercity bus terminus. It was really bad.
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody seems to me has some stories about what happened under PF. I mean, so where do we go from here? Brother Namanda seems to think that we are in the right direction. Mr. Maja is saying we are now in paradise.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it could be worse. I mean, for me, I think it's better, but it's not where we need to be. I think there's
Yeah.
room for improvement because we can't give ourselves 100%.
To me, I think we are okay. The only thing that I keep mentioning this, we need to have some financial, not benefits, some financial institution, not or establishment that helps our own members that suffered so much, to empower them financially so that they can get loans. I know there are these loans, what do they call it, EEC, whatever, which every Zambian can access and all that type of thing. But to me, as UPND member, we should have our own revolving fund within our party that is only accessible to card-carrying members, UPND card-carrying members. We shouldn't be struggling together with everybody else because we suffered enough for 23 years. It's time now to have a little bit of benefits, not illegal benefits, but legal benefits of our membership to UPND. So, in my view, I'm actually advocating for a revolving fund, a loan facility or loan revolving fund for UPND members, exclusively for us, to be run,
What's going on
generating
with that,
money.
dog? What's going on with Puerto Rico? You've got Zamtel Network too.
No.
Okay. So it sounds to me that you're talking about a revolving fund to cater to card carrying members in terms of business, or entrepreneurship. Here's Mr. Namanda. Let's see if we can get him back. Brother Namanda. Hello. Well, if you can hear us, just continue talking. We so we can hear you, and we can get back to your flowerful presentation this evening. How about I bring in? Miss Joyce. This is my relative. Actually, I should be acknowledging relatives there. Dog, I should be
Hello.
acknowledging relatives.
Hello, my sister.
All right, Madam
Hello.
Chiwa, welcome back to Bantu TV, and we are having a very candid discussion on Zambia's political dispensation under the UPND. Where do you see it as a Zambian citizen?
Thank you, my dear
Please come
sister, and good evening, good morning, wherever you
did I lose
are. We are
everybody
in the
now? I
winter
can't hear
storm. Can you hear
It's
me?
probably me. This iPad is giving me problems.
Able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, Auntie Joyce.
Okay. Yes, I wouldn't have missed this program when I saw that Mr. Namanda of Kampumba, he's gonna be on. I said, this is awesome. Where we are as UPND, I'm going to say that we are doing well. We are doing well because we inherited a cracked house.
Mm-hmm.
You all know when you are moving into an old house versus to a brand new house, there are so many things to repair. As long as we keep our goal, which the president has done, and cabinet, to repair all those cracks, then we are on the right track. Yes, most of our members are complaining because, like I've heard someone saying, we suffered a lot. Yes, we did suffer a lot, but Rome was not built in a day. And not everyone, will have a piece of a pie in the first and second term of our leadership. So right now, for me, we are doing our best. It could be better, but we are focused, and we couldn't do any better than now. Yes, there are cracks. There are areas where we can see quicker than other areas, but I'll get to there later. Thank you.
Oh, great. Brother Namanda in Kampumpwe. Okay. Well, he's still here. Bachelor, you've been too quiet for 2 minutes there. You want to come in? Where do you see our political dispensation under the UPND? Where we come from and where we are heading to? Or should I just say up to
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, I think where we are right now is we're at a safe space. We cannot really count 100% that we've accomplished all what we want to achieve. But for the most part, the current government is doing its best to bring this economy back onto its rails. And looking at the trajectory and where we're moving, it's on a positive way, and it's only peaking on the graph. If you look at it, it's going up. So comparing ourselves to previous governments, I think I made a post to say, look, I think this current cabinet government has the best leaders that we've never seen in the last decades. Like, this is a no joking team. Okay, if you just look at the cabinet itself, look at Musokotwani and all the accomplishments. I think we need to sometimes give kudos to, Honorable Stumeko Musokotwani for once. He's been one of those pillars that has actually brought this government from where it was, the economy from where it was, in terms of, working hand in hand with all these, people that we owed money, restructuring the debt, bringing Zambia back into the Champion League, like the president himself says it. And, having that, a resource envelope that will be able even to sponsor children and making sure that the children are actually having, free food when they go to school. The feeding program actually is working fantastic across all boards. Like, you can imagine this children coming from less privileged, homes, but they want to go to school. I remember back in the day when we were at school, would sometimes tenzo doja ikafika chati wo doja. You see? Because sometimes you didn't have money to go to a tuck shop to buy money for lunch. So the afternoon classes, you'd rather dodge, wenda kunyumba wadya kansimba, and that's it. So you spend half a day. So we used to get into problems like all the time. When you dodge, Monday ofika, wana doja, in Nwangati, oh, the gate start punishing you. But look at this. People, they don't even want to go home now. They would rather be in school. When it's lunch hour, the kids are there, they're having, meal. They're having inshima at school. Can you imagine? So the feeding program has encouraged a lot of people. That's why even the passing rate. I know we've got some educators here on the program, but you can attest to the fact that the passing rate has increased to over 70% because of all this. And the more the young people are being knowledgeable and being educated, then we're sitting at the base where we're going to say, look, we're going to have a crop of intelligent leaders in the next coming generations. So we will remove that, emblem or symbol to say most of the young people are junkies. We'll be looking at intellectuals that are becoming, in the background, and they'll be learning. They're learning. People like Zambian people are naturally smart, naturally intelligent. And you can imagine most of the people like me when I was, when I was in high school, some kids that we were in class with, they used to walk all the way. We were at Arakan Secondary School. They used to walk all the way from Chawama to Arakan, back and forth. You can imagine that. They used to walk. But these were the most intelligent kids in the class. The most intelligent, like math, everything, one. It was 90% and above. That's what they were getting. But they used to walk. You see? So we have that resource of knowledgeable individuals, and the president himself has actually, tapped into that to say, look, we need to educate these young kids when they are young, give them the free education. And now that the president has said that it's going to, when Parliament opens, it's going to be enacted in law, so that the next government that's going to come in, God forbid it will be the PF, they would obviously scrap this out because they don't understand some things like this. Okay? So there are certain, leaders, certain opposition leaders that they don't understand why free education is important. They would say this is just a waste of money. That's the reason why they even abolished the meal allowances when they were in power, because they didn't understand these things. Okay? So that's my contribution for now. Thank you very much.
All right then.
Can I come in? I lost network.
Yes, I can see you have Zamto in the UK. Okay, go ahead.
You know what I would tell you about this free education thing. I would call it it's a demographic dividend. When you have a young population, it's an advantage. If you can utilize the young when they are young, especially by providing an education for them, you are providing labor to economies that have populations that are aging. Like it is in some countries where family planning was introduced years ago. There are a lot of people that are old, and most jobs have no one to do them. So the young people of Zambia that are enjoying the free education now, they have the chances of working outside, even outside the country, or coming to get on immigrant labor, even like here in the UK. They are very, very high. We have invested in education, and that investment, where it's free, will not go unnoticed. The results will be seen. Education is not an event. It's a process. Even when you invest today, like it is now, free education, it doesn't mean a thing. But if you go to other developed countries, ask them what they did at first, you'll find that they did exactly what we're doing now for them years back, and it's paying back now. And because it's paying back, they have not stopped because they've seen the advantage. And now that they've seen the advantage, the UPND guys have seen the advantage, let it be made into law. No one should change that. Meal allowances, if anything, meal allowances should be paid to any student who passes at grade 12, because we have vulnerable children, orphans that have no parents to support them. And those children are doing exceptionally well because they know to say, without an education, there's nothing that can happen with me. So with this government free education becoming law, it's a triple kwenyu. I yield. I yield. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say something. The age, the median age. I was reading one podcast on the internet. The median age for Europe, Africa, and America. Africa, we are the best because we are at 19. Somewhere in Europe, they are 42. In Asia, they are about 52 or so. So us at 19, we stand a better chance. We shall outlive those old people that are there. And if we're educated, yeah, one day we shall rule the world. We shall see,
Right.
one day we shall rule the world with the
Right.
education that we are giving now.
Mhm.
And if we don't give them free education, according to what Bali was saying, they will be junkies. And if they become junkies, we shall not have people to be serious leaders. Imagine if if the cadarism thing was to have gone on, and then there's no free education and children around the streets. How many candidates would have been allowed to be moving around with pangas? There would have been many. But now that they have school, they have an education, they'll say, no. According to what we are learning at school, this is wrong. What we are learning at school, people have to dialogue when there's a conflict. So it's not just for the good of UPND, it's for the good of even the opposition political parties. They will have people that understand the development, those that understand how things are done in a civilized society. If having had
let me chip in.
Go ahead, Mama Joyce.
Right quick.
Okay.
I echo what my brother is saying, the one in the UK. And also concerning the fact that the president is thinking of passing, free education as a law when Parliament, opens. Why am I saying that? I'm a beneficiary of free education. I think most of you here on this program, you may not have had the beginning of the free education that the late President Kaunda, gave some of us. The fact that after his, presidency, we went back to paying for education, and most of the parents that could not afford, they couldn't send their children to school, especially a girl child. They ended up marrying them, which is still an issue right now, and we are trying to eradicate that. So once it's passed as a law, just like here in the United States, where you cannot keep a child at home without permission, otherwise you'll be visited by social services. Because having a society or a population that is not educated at a certain level, it brings poverty by itself. So yes, my brother, you are right, where you are saying that the results will be seen not now, but in the future. Some of us who were educated during Kaunda's era, because other governments didn't follow it, we left and we are now in diaspora.
Can I modify your sentence, madam? There's one sentence you did not add meat to it.
Oh,
can I go ahead? You are saying when people are not educated at a certain level, why? You include when people are not educated at a certain level and time. Time. It's not just about level. Level is
No. Like here in the United States,
yes.
as
Time
long
as
as
in
you
now.
get to high school level,
yes.
you can get a job.
The time I'm talking about is now. If we don't educate them now, what are they going to be tomorrow? Time is of essence. These children have potential. And if you don't use the potential at that time, time is a factor of production. If you miss out on time, you're fishing in the dark. So it has come at the right time. Not just level, there will be grade 12, Unza, but time is now. You may continue, madam.
Thank you. Yeah, so my thought of trend has been disturbed,
oh.
Let someone else chip in. But I concur that, it should be passed into law so that there's continuity of progress.
Right.
You were talking about free education, madam, where you said you had received the free education in the Kaunda Times. Correction again, you're not the only one. I'm also one of them. I received free books. Would get when your book is filled up, you just take it to the senior teacher who just stamp it and give you a new book.
Yeah.
Free education that time. I'm a beneficiary at
Where was I when all those things were happening?
Mumbwa Boma Primary School, 1977.
What is your name? Mumbwa? Me, I was at Roma Girls. Yeah, I was even a boarder. We never paid a dime for being in boarding school.
In my case, I was
break time, you are given an egg and bread and milk. Lunchtime, you have a good meal. Even the uniforms, you just go to school and then they measure. We had the seamstresses or tailors that made our uniforms. So
I
never had that.
Because you're a baby, Kalinda.
You see, even when you talk about this free education, I wish they could just extend it to even those that that there are some people that cannot afford the uniform. Just a uniform, they can't afford it. If it could just be like a child, for as long as he's of school going age, let them come in school.
It will come, my dear brother. It will come.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
No uniform, a child in his school. It can make sense.
Who thought that UPND, when we're announcing this free education, it can come to fruition, and also not just free education, but now we brought in food, even in primary schools where pupils go back home. Uniforms will be the next stage. We'll have Kafue textiles there. Remember we used to have Desco, which used to make uniforms. Yeah.
Can I give you a leakage? Can I give you a leakage over the food that pupils are given in school?
Go ahead.
In times of that time when there was no food, when there was a shortage of food in the country, where there was a drought. I'm a teacher by profession. Some pupils would get the food at school, eat a bit of it, and take it for their brothers and sisters who they've left at home. Yes. So imagine, you think you are just feeding the pupils. You're also feeding the other children that were in the village, that were not coming to school, or that were of not school going age. Especially girl children, girl child, you would find you give them enough for themselves. They just eat a bit and put in a bowl and pretend as if they're satisfied. Only to hear the parent, when you meet them, say, "Oh, twakalumba mwana watuletera chakudya." Ati, how? Ateka ati chomba pa kujigoloje, they bring here. Hey. HH did not just feed the school going children. He fed even those that were home. Parents, they would, when there's something to eat at home, it's more organized. That food was not just the school feeding, even home, children were feeding.
Oh, great. So Valentine is here, but for whatever reason, I can't bring him on. Or he just came to boast about his small little team. But anyway, yeah, I think it's been a wonderful almost 2 hours here. Shall we conclude today's show and be back here next week? Hopefully, I can get another big shot to come and talk to us. I'm gunning for.
Kabesha,
Kabesha is too busy.
Even for 20 minutes. Even for 20 minutes.
No, okay, I'll call him tomorrow. But let me bring in. I think I want to talk to because you guys keep. I mean, the theme that's been running throughout it's education. So I think let's talk to the Minister of Education himself. I was supposed to have him 2 weeks ago, but I couldn't. The network just couldn't work through. So hopefully we can get him back. We can get him back here next week to talk about the education sector, where the government sees this. Maybe
Rakalinda, sorry to
yeah.
interject.
Uh-huh.
Have you already spoken a little bit on the exercise that is taking place where the military, is
Yes, that
clearing?
was you can come in if you want to talk about that. Yeah, we definitely can give you some minutes. The Zambia army under the general who is popularly known. Okay, his real name is Ziolo. Ziele.
Vaziela.
Baziela. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But us in the streets we call him I'll be sure. That's a story for another day. Anyway, he went to what's that mine? Kikonge. Oh God, I can't even pronounce mine. And he cleaned up within a day.
Before he even got there.
Yeah.
Before he got there, people had packed and left. A few that resisted, I understand, those were asked also to leave, and they've obliged, which is a good thing. And a commoner or a common person like me and many others might have not seen the repercussions of being illegal miner there. We are only looking at what we are able to get and sell, no matter how little, to put food on the table. Also, most of our people could be even UPND who think that they've been left behind, they haven't been given jobs and all that, especially the youth. Even when we see the dangers, what has happened to those that are digging, and there's no safety and they end up losing their lives, and then the government is called upon now to bury those and dig them out and stuff like that. But I'm glad that the army has stepped forward, because most of other countries that are going through war right now, it started from there. Even our neighbors in Mozambique, in Angola, you saw what happened in Angola. Some of you, like my brother in the UK, if you are in the same category like me, who got free education, must have known what was happening with Adamson, Mushala, and all those. It started by illegal mining. In Nigeria, it's the same thing. Whereas people are looking for a livelihood, there are other hidden agenda by either people from outside the country and being influenced by some of the people who might not want or destabilize the government. So it's a good thing that Zambian people obliged, and I hope now everything will be systematically put in place. My question is, after the military moves away, what next? I'm sure there's something in place, which they cannot tell us what it is right now, but those areas need to be secured so that those our men and women who go back to the illegal mining, should not risk their lives that way. I yield.
Right, my sister, you bring in a valid point on what happens after the army is out. And and it's not just Northwestern Province. Yesterday, I was reading a story where we have almost 1,000 Somalis in Mumbai. 1,000 Somalis in Mumbai who are doing illegal gold mining there and subjecting our people to very, very dangerous environment to do the mine. And how do these people come in? I think
we had the Senegalese in the Copper Belt who ended up having children with the Zambian women. And after they got what they wanted, they left us with the children. So
how are these people coming into our country? I think the Home Affairs Minister also really need to look into the immigration department, because that's who let these people in, right?
How are they coming?
Waters.
How
Don't
are
They
these
come
people
in as
coming in?
refugees. Some of
don't
them
talk too
come in
much
as
about Mase.
refugees.
How
All
are
right,
they?
come
Maseni,
on, Doc.
the president of
Valentine, try again. Try again. Go ahead,
the,
Doc.
the president of Senegal was born in Kitwe by Sene father. He's now a president of Senegal. The current president. Yes. The current president of Senegal was born in Kitwe. His father is Senegalese and the mother is a Zambian. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey!
Yeah.
We have exported the president.
Oh,
Yes.
here we
The
go.
current
Here
president
we
of Senegal is
go.
half Zambian.
That's
Yeah.
what happened here.
Here we
Obama, the father
go.
came for school
Yeah.
and had a child and became a president.
Yeah. So his father was one of those people that was
Try
deported to
Valentine. Try again. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Senegalese. Yeah.
Go ahead. Go
Sen-
ahead.
his father was deported from Zambia, the current Senegalese president, because he was illegal in Zambia. So, but he had
Yeah,
him.
I mean, I think the whole question is, yeah, I get it, but how are these people coming in?
They
Can
How
I?
come in
do
those
they
Can,
end up in those
in
areas?
those fuel
What
tankers?
is our
fuel
immigration
tankers.
department doing?
Fuel
In those
tankers.
fuel tankers, you need proper scanners at the
Yeah.
point of entry. Those
Yeah.
tankers need to be scanned. The way they scan you when you're at the airport.
And the borders are so porous. This lake, what lake do we share with? What? There's some of them come through water bodies.
You know
They
what?
come.
That lake in northern province, Lake Meru? What is
Yeah,
that?
those lakes. They trade. They come. Then they get on the boats. It's huge business. Those parts of the Zambia.
But don't we have security over there to man
No,
those waters?
no.
Not even defense, Kuribe.
My one of my nephews was in Chiluvi Island. Chiluvi Island. He was working there for the office of the president for a long time, and he was
Try
saying that
Valentine again. Try use another. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, it was very. Their borders, our borders are very porous, very very porous. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think the Ministry of Home Affairs have a lot to do there. I mean, they should not just fold their hands. I mean, come on. I mean, we are moving into a situation where, I mean, these people, if they know how we come in, and this, I mean, let's be honest, there's also a lot of corruption going on. There's a lot of money exchanged, between point A to point B, before they even, because how do they know there's God in Mumbai? For us, we're only waking up to the reality that there's God in Mumbai. But these people already know.
God has been there all the time in Mumbwa.
Well, but not
There's
to
one
an
of the
extent
there's
where
one
it's
of the
being
old mines
mined
there,
now.
which was operating as early as the 1940s,
Mhm.
just after the
Yeah,
general
it was
Dan
it was
Robin.
it was closed, and then
Yes,
I lived in Zaf Mumbai. That's where I grew up.
correct,
Part of my
correct.
and we used to go there and mine ourselves in grade 7. We used to go in those tunnels.
Dan Robin mine.
Okay, Dr. Dan, is there
Yeah,
any
the
gold in
junction there and
Shikatende?
sell to the motorists.
Yes,
Dr. Dan, is there any gold in Shikatende? Because I need to move to Shikatende then. Is there any gold in
Kweli,
Shikatende?
bose kwashikatenda agwa Mungwala.
Kweli
Anti
also?
Mwezwa, in Mwezwa, Mwezwa, there's gold
I know
there.
the place.
Magonse kwe.
Oh, I need to move to Shikatende then. Oh, God. Anyway, yes, it's very
Mkonchi area. Mkonchi
Mukonchi
area,
area.
the whole Zambia is littered with minerals.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just
Yeah,
know what they are. Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I mean, I think there's more work to be done because seriously, if this gold rush is not managed well, I mean, Zambia could degenerate into something that we can't even recognize just because I think now there's this idea of the young people just trying to get a quick back so that they can buy a Toyota Hilux to show off on Facebook. I think it's a serious thing that I think our government really do need to manage it. Not just expeditiously, but very, very, like our president always wants to say, methodical. You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we could be sitting at a time bomb. That's how I feel. I mean, because when
Yeah,
I saw
but like
those, go ahead.
like Ziela said, the command, whatever the commander, he said they found these empty boxes of military ammunition in those areas. You know, those boxes of ammunition can only be obtained by military people, and they didn't want to disclose where they're coming from. Probably he was talking about neighboring country, the
It's
militias in
possible.
there. So
It's
they were
possible.
very. That's why he came up strongly to say, "We are coming to crush you. You can't enter our country with that type of ammunition." So it's very good that they've cleared the area now, because we don't want those things happening in the neighboring countries to come into our country. We are a very, very peaceful country. We don't want to
Yeah.
start fighting like they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
these people are coming from countries where they are used to fighting.
Because
So
they
for
want
them,
to use our gold to
it's in
fund
their
their fight.
DNA.
Yep.
It's in their DNA to kill each other.
But that's the way they fund it. That's the way they fund the militias. They get gold, sell it, buy arms. So that's the way they do it.
Mm.
So
Okay.
definitely the rebel groups are infiltrating. We don't want that.
No, we don't. We don't. So until next week, we will meet again sometime, someplace. Hopefully, we'll have the Minister of Education by then, ready to go. We want to appreciate and give our thanks and gratitude to Brother Namanda, who came in and left us with these words that, given Mubinda says. The country is the democratic space is shrinking because he's no longer being beaten. So.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
So yeah, so until next week, people out there, let's link up and let's keep the faith.
Okay.
And so some of us have to
Thank
go to
you.
we have to go to we are going to go to the meetings with the Democrats. Hmm? There are meetings here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Wish them well.